welcome back to Claudette's Craft Corner. So, a little bit of an update, I guess. So, I'm in the middle of making some videos on a project I've been working on, one that my son worked on to enter in the fair. I'm in process of editing those videos, so hopefully I'll have those out this week. One thing I am happy to say, and you probably saw the video for that because I did a short one while I was at the fair, is I finally got a ribbon for one of my quilts. So if you haven't seen that video, I don't know how to link videos. I will see if my son knows. I think he does because I think he does that on his channel. So I gotta have him show me how to do that. So at the end of this video, you might actually see a link to the one with showing the quilt. Now, kind of a funny story. As I was taking the video for that, it's a short video. I think it's only like 3 minutes, and I didn't just get my quilt. I showed some of the other ones that were on display there as well. Excuse me. And I did the best I could because I was trying to work around people that were there. And as I was watching the video after I got home, I noticed that there was a gentleman that was had come around one side, and he, obviously he didn't realize I was filming, so he walked right in front of me to see the other side of my quilt because of the way they hang them. You can see like the back side of the quilt, and then you got to go to the front to see the front side of it because they have them hanging over a bar overhead. And I didn't notice it then, but I saw it on the video later. Like the smile on his face when he went to the other side and he saw that the Farmall tractor on it. And I know that's what made him smile because a little further into the video when I was looking at some other quilts, you can hear him talking to somebody in the background and saying, "Oh, did you see the Farmall quilt?" And I thought, oh my God. I'm like, that just made me so happy because it would obviously, I did really well there. The person that I made it for him because it made me think of the stories that he would tell from when he was a kid. And excuse me. So it's obviously I hit a chord there with others as well because I didn't know who that was. He was an older gentleman. Probably kind of hit the same chord with him that I was going for. And I was like, wow, you can really... I really felt like, I hit it right at the nail right on the head with that one. That's exactly what I was going for. And I don't know, it really made me happy to hear that. And it was very spontaneous. He didn't know who I was or, whatever, but just hearing that really kind of made my day. Anyways, okay, so more of an update. Right now, I moved some of my craft stuff upstairs. As you can see, I'm back downstairs. Because I needed a little time to get things situated down here. And I'll show you. It's still, obviously, it is still a work in progress. But you can see the floor, and you can see I still have a pile, but not a big pile. It kind of looks like a big pile, but it's not bad. There's a big area here where I'm sitting. This shelf I am going to replace. It's the same worry that I have with that one over there in the corner where the shelves they buckled. I have too much weight. Fabric weighs more than you think. I've got got a little nagging cough too, but the cones, the chenille cones, those weigh more than you think. It's also given me a chance to really go through all of my stuff and sort of regroup and figure out, okay, this is what I want to do or keep doing. You know, obviously I'm going to, the sewing is the one big thing that, that I enjoy the most. So that's one thing I'm definitely keeping around. That's probably going to be the bulk of my or not inventory per se, but my supplies down here is going to be mostly sewing. Also determined that even though this is a neat little machine, it is technically a bit smaller than what I'm used to. The one that I was using was a Singer. I can't remember what the model number was. But unfortunately, the motor blew on that, and it wasn't worth trying to get that replaced or fixed. So now, you know, among other things, I got to start really saving some money because the other interesting fact was my son, who put a project together, he won his sewing project. He made a pillow. And it was like the pillow that you're gonna see me do a video for. It's actually, the video for him is gonna show him doing some of that work as well, putting that together. And then I was holding off on his because I wanted the end result to be the pillow at the very end at the fair. And wonderful, he got a nice blue ribbon with it. So he loves doing the sewing projects every year because the 2 years that he's put sewing projects in, he won both years. So he's very happy about that. So I told him, I said, well, we gotta start working on next year, and figure out what he wants to do. And he'll be, well, technically they'll count him as 12, even though he'll physically be 13. But it's whatever age the kids are in January is what they go by. So he'll be in the class for 12. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on, where I'm at. Oh, and the other thing that's going to change down here, as sad as I am to see it go, these walls, this lovely color on the, well, this wall is going to remain the same. This wall is going to get covered up. As sad as I am to see that happen, I'm going to have to repaint it when it's all said and done. But we got some foam and everything. We're going to be able to get things insulated down here, just so that we don't really lose this space in the winter or suffer trying to use it. It should help us. It should help us overall, because I think if we insulate down here, I think that'll even help upstairs stay a little bit warmer. But I enjoy being down here. And I don't mind it a little bit chilly, but it's pretty bad. I keep her thermometer down here, and I think it's usually like in maybe 58, 60, something like that. A little too chill. Excuse me. And so gonna work on that project. So you might see things change a little bit. You might see the walls go white one day, and then maybe the color will come back, or maybe I'll get crazy and go with a different color. I don't know. I like this color. I really do. But it could change. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. What other updates here? I guess I'm just keeping on going through my supplies. I've been making continuous trips to Goodwill, trying to get rid of excess bulk stuff that I'm not going to be using. I also, well, one of the other things I do to make extra money is I sell things on eBay. So some of the craft supplies you might actually see, if it's something I determine I'm not going to use, then I will put it over into my eBay store. I think most of my videos have links to all of my side ventures. And the other channels, I got my husband's channel, my son. I will check all my links and make sure they're all up to date and everything. But you might actually see, if you keep an eye on my store, you might actually see some of my excess supply here go up there. Like I have unopened yardage, or actually, what is it? I think it's a fat quarter of Paw Patrol. My son has way outgrown that. I never got to using it. I did do some other things for him. I think it was mostly Minion related at the time, and he still likes the Minions. So, but the Paw Patrol thing, he's kind of grown out of that. So I threw that up on eBay. So, like I said, and I've done it with yarn. I make lots of yarn. Pre-owned obviously, and but there's times where I use it for one project and then somehow I have a ton of it left. So I end up putting it over there. I am creeping up towards 100 subscribers on this channel. I think I only got 5 to go. And then I am going to do a giveaway. But I think once it happens, I'm going to do a video and see if I can determine where most of my viewers, what are their interests mostly. Because I'm sort of an all-over craft channel. I mean, I could be doing sewing. What else have I done? Mostly sewing. I've done some with yarn crafts. And I'd like to do other things. Like I wanted to make a fairy garden for the fair, but I just didn't get it done. I was trying to find a good bowl or something of good size that I could create, that I could keep it going, because some of my houseplants need to be divided anyways, so I was going to put the little babies into that and then put little fairy houses around it and everything. So hopefully I can get to that project. I'd like to get to that one fairly soon, even though the fair is, past now. But I'd still like to do that because I want to keep that going through the winter and then maybe enter it in next year. So we'll see how that goes. See if I can. I still have to find something to put everything in. So yeah, it's going to take a bit. And I'm also going to try and maintain every Sunday being a craft day. That's all I want to work on. That might not happen extensively for a little while because right now, when I do have free time, I'm coming down here and I am the other side where I sort of have my little business that I'm insulating as well and redesigning the space. So, just trying to figure everything out. And it's just going to take a little bit. But it's going to be great when it's done. I'll be very happy. And I just want to smile when I come in here. And be able to de-stress. I really need that. And I think this is a great way to do it. I've had that in the past. That's how I discovered that I really love quilting. I liked doing crafts my entire life, but quilting was the one thing that I literally would lose myself in it. When I got back into it, I watched, it was Missouri Star, their tutorial videos that really got me into it. And by watching their stuff and then trying to recreate what they were doing, and that short little story here, I really realized that sewing and quilting was something that I really loved doing when one day my husband came into my craft room at that time and he's like, what do you want for supper? I said, I don't know. We'll figure it out later. He's like, it's 7 o'clock. I'm like, what? I had no idea. I forgot to eat. Okay. And, you know, when you get so involved in something, you literally forget to eat. Yeah, there's something to that. So, um, you know, obviously I don't forget to eat too much, but that being said, anyways, uh, but that one, it just made me so happy to be doing that. And my mom was around at the time, and you know, and she loved it because she liked quilting when she was younger and that, so she was very happy to see, you know, me get into that. And you know, I would bring my projects over, and you know, sometimes I'd work on them there at her house, or I would just bring my finished projects over so she could see them. And then she told me I had, or actually I think it was her great aunt, so it's a relation to me, but it's like, you know, I don't even know what you would call that. So it was her great aunt, but for me, what, great great aunt? I'm not sure how that works. Anyways, she was a very skilled quilter. Um, and most of her work was by hand. So I feel like, you know, that, you know, maybe jumped a generation in that. And it just took me a while to find that I had the knack for it. And I kind of feel like I'm rambling now, so I may have to edit some of this. But anyways, that's kind of where I'm at here. So it's a lot of, both sides of this space need a lot of work, a lot of purging, lots of inventory control, a lot of supply control. Gonna just try to come down each day, you know, after work. I work, or I'm gonna be working 3 days a week. So, and then in the off time, okay, that may have been a an all of a sudden switch, but what happened, my battery died. Underestimated my battery time. So I think I was just about at the like and subscribe part of the video. So please like, subscribe, comment down below, share the channel. I think that's all the things. Hopefully, and I will try to get all my links updated. So if you want to check my stores out, or please check my husband's channel out. Check out all of our other channels, my son's, my husband's, mine. So Barnes Basement Treasures, that is my reselling business. I've got 236 subscribers on that one. Just where I talk about different things and reselling and stuff like that, and how that business is going. It's where I make some extra money for my family. My son's channel, he is only 12, and the channel is under my name, and it's basically him and his gaming stuff. All of his games are they're very innocent ones. They're not, you know, they're all PG type things that he does. He doesn't like the whole shooting thing stuff, which is great. So so, and sometimes I enjoy watching some of them. I like that stuff too. But obviously my craft channel, you know that one. And then Wild Wacky Whatevers, that is my husband's channel. He puts things on there. Basically, he's got a little bit of gaming. We have a couple cooking videos. I did a DIY video when I put a backsplash in my kitchen. And that's just kind of where he got the name from, Wild Wacky Whatevers. It's a whatever channel. It's an everything channel. So basically we use that when we want to do a video and it doesn't really fit in the niche of the other channels, then it goes there. So if it's not really craft related, unless it's a craft he's doing, because it is his channel, then he would probably put it over there. And I think eventually he's going to start working with the Cricut, because unfortunately I'm just having a hard time making time for the Cricut. So you may see videos on this channel regarding that, but it will probably be him working on it. And I think that's about it. So again, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.